Morning everyone, and last night I had an update, and it's for the Sentry gun, as you can see. Basically we kind of did our own testing on the gun. I mean, it's new. As of yesterday it's new. And it's really good, but at the same time, it's really, really overpowered. Maybe not overpowered to a point where it's like, well, this is savage, like, well, actually it is savage, to be honest, you're about to see. But we did loads of tests on it. So, for instance here, we're checking how much damage it takes. It takes a fair bit of damage. With a torch, it was taking 4 per hit, or 10 per hit whilst it was lit. Sorry, I'm still ill at the moment, but I'm just going to do a little recording on this. So, I put it for all its paces pretty much. Me and a couple of others on the dark side server. So as we notice, with the actual Sentry, it's got full 360 degrees range of motion. And it can also look directly up, but it can't look directly down, obviously, because there's a huge barrel beneath it. But it has 10 slots that you can put materials into. But, I mean, look at this. Look how overpowered that is. That's just crazy in itself. But it takes 5mm bullets, 5.5mm bullets, and it just destroys things. I mean, look, it just tears me apart, and it's fairly instant as well. That's the thing. So we tried here to see if it would shoot you through objects, but it won't. Definitely won't shoot you through any type of wall, but it'll shoot you obviously if it can see you. But I mean, the power behind this thing is unreal. We were just loading in bullets and it was just absolutely savaging us. I mean, just look at that, like that's crazy. I mean, yeah, we went on the setup like, what, 8 or 9 there. And do a couple more tests, I mean, to see how really overpowered it is. And then because someone fired a rocket launcher at the bloody turret, not mentioning any names, but yeah, we seem to have burnt a hole in the floor whilst we were testing, which also went down, weirdly enough, to my other place I was using. So I tried a couple of things here. So I had a window, so if it would shoot you through a window, and it definitely does shoot you through a window. And I mean, look at the range this thing has. It is unreal. I mean, we're just doing little tests just to see how far it can shoot, but it's hitting me from like, it's hitting me from another island, this thing could. It's just unreal. And the damage is pretty significant as well. I think it's hitting 20s. But I mean, if someone wanted to be a complete arsehole, all they have to do is set up a sentry gun in the middle of nowhere, and no one can get past it. I mean, look at how far it's hitting me. I mean, this is like the distance we managed to get where it wouldn't shoot you. I think Grib, who's the other lad there, he managed to work out it was like 12 foundation platforms away. But I mean, there's no chance of you getting anywhere close to the bloody thing, especially if it's got, bullets in it. I mean, this doesn't got bullets in it at the moment, and he's just always having to wander around. I tried to push him off there, but that failed massively. But it's really good. I love how mechanically sound it is. But I mean, it's so, it just ruins people. It absolutely ruins people. Imagine if you have 4 of these sitting on your base, you're pretty much set. I mean, yeah, the only way you can really get rid of them is by shooting them out. I mean, that'd be the best way. But this thing here, I tried something different where if the gun is on, I turned it on, and I wanted to see whether it would shoot an enemy behind me whilst I was in the way. And it definitely doesn't. So I have to get out of the way for actually to kill them. Anyways, moving on. This is amazing. I mean, look at how far this rock goes. But Rust has now introduced 4, I believe it's only 4 weapons that you can now throw. So the rock hits the deck and goes absolutely miles. I mean, if you haven't tried it, you've got to have a look. But it goes absolutely miles. Damage wise, it doesn't do too much. I think it originally took off 7 when I hit him the first time with a rock from this distance. That was in the chest, and then when I hit him in the head, I think that took off like 15. But all of these objects turn into physical objects afterwards, so essentially like ragdoll. But I think it's such a cool idea. I mean, I don't understand why there's no punching aspect in this game yet. Because if you lose your rock, what have you got, really? You should be able to punch. But I think being able to throw these objects is such a cool idea. It will just allow, well, it'll be great for some videos. I've got some good ones lined up for this. But I mean, just like, it's obvious you can throw things, so yeah, eventually it's come around. But I tried a couple of distance throws with these things, so you'll see the exact order as how they go. Now watch the rock after I ping this thing. I mean, like, look at this. Bang. That's gone absolutely miles. It dropped shorter than the rest of them. So it went stone pickaxe, hatchet, and then stone axe. But the rock landed first, and it just, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, he threw a rock at me then, and it was like Back to the Future shit that like hit the deck and just flew. And look at that, I just took an eye out. Jesus, but the difference with that, I thought, well, if you're able to ramp it up from 5 miles an hour to 88 plus in one throw, then maybe it would do some more damage, but apparently that wasn't the case. That was mental. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've seen at the moment with all of the new updates. I think they're pretty cool. I would like to see some binoculars introduced to Gary if you ever get the chance. But no, this is a pretty cool update. But I personally think the Sentry gun is pretty overpowered, especially the distance it fires. I mean, that is a far distance. I mean, if you keep that, well, if you keep that under a sheltered area, that would be pretty insane, especially if you're defending your base. Anyways, that's my opinions on it. Let me know how you get on. Let me know what you think about it. That's pretty much all I've got to say on it. But I think it's pretty good. I love the way Rust is going in the right direction. And hopefully it continues for everyone like that. Cheers, guys. Thanks.